Today's video is a self-coaching hack for you. How can you take what I do as a voice and speech coach and be your own voice and speech coach? Well, here's an exercise where you can do just that. Let's get started. I coach people on how to have their best voice, articulation, intention, being able to communicate what they want to and how they want to. Well, maybe you and I don't have the chance to meet personally on a one-to-one basis, and you want to have an exercise that you could do that you could coach yourself. Well, in today's video, that's what we're going to do. The acronym I want to share with you is FAR, F-A-R, far, maybe you're far away from me. And then it's you, I. Far, you, I. Let's go through this. The exercise for this week, and I want you to check back with me, give me some comments. Let me know how it goes for you and see what you think you can, change and then try to change it. The exercise is this. I want you to record yourself speaking. So maybe you're speaking to your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your coworker. If you could record yourself on the phone, although nowadays we're usually on the phone where we would record ourselves. So that could be kind of challenging. But maybe you're at work and you can just record your side of yourself on the phone talking. Record yourself in a real conversation. Maybe you're going to order coffee at the local coffee store and you want to just push your little recorder, record yourself. Let's not get into any kind of infringement laws where you're taping somebody against their knowledge. But tape yourself for your own individual use. Let it be hopefully maybe a minute to 2 minutes long in terms of what you're saying. And then part 2 is go home and transcribe what you wrote. Write it all out and look at it on the page, what you wrote. As you listen to yourself and you read what you wrote, look for the following things in FAR, you, I. The F in FAR. Filler words such as you know, well, I mean, The other filler words like, it's like totally the best, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, watch for that. The other one that could be is the like I just did. Lots of us, I don't know, like. The word stuff, I'm hearing that from some of my younger clients. They're saying stuff quite a bit. Stuff. Well, how are you doing? Well, what was your day like? What did you do? Stuff. Or I don't know. Now, I don't know is a perfectly good answer. I think I don't know is great. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you actually do know and you just are being kind of lazy, then that's a filler word, a filler sentence that you don't need to use. FAR, F, filler, A, articulation. Now that's something you're going to glean from when you're doing the transcription, where you're able to transcribe it easily, you could hear yourself in all the different words. If your articulation is not what you'd like it to be, then do some tongue twisters. Try toy boat. Say that 10 times. Get your mouth working so that you're articulate and clear. R. The R stands for run-on sentences. So that'll be very clear when you type up what you've written. Are you speaking in long sentences that go on where you're not really finishing what you're saying? You continue to talk and everything is sort of one long kind of sentence and it doesn't really stop and there's no really pause. You might take a breath, but it's really kind of going on. Think about the listener. That's a lot of information to be getting. I give you lots of information in these videos. Sometimes they're 3 minutes, sometimes they're 8 minutes. But notice what I do is I will stop. I'll breathe. I'll reset. That's what you need to do. If everything's one long run-on sentence, you're going to overwhelm the listener. So watch for run-on sentences. FAR, you, I. You is using any kind of upspeak. So if you speak like this and everything you say goes up, or a lot of things go up, that would be called upspeak. And that means that you're saying things that aren't really kind of secure sounding. Now, a lot of us fall into that habit, and I've talked about this before. There's a great Wall Street Journal article talking about different voices, and one of the people they interview is a therapist who will tend to use a little bit of upspeak so that that therapist is not a scary kind of speaker to the listener, but rather is comforting and inviting the other speaker to listen. And that's fine. Upspeak from time to time, especially if you don't want to be too harsh to your person you're communicating with, is fine. But upspeak on a continual basis, where everything goes up at the end, that can be detracting from your message and from your confidence, the way you come across. You might feel confident, but if you talk like this, you're giving away your power. And in this case, go ahead and just use what you've written as a script and speak it again, this time without upspeak, this time as a declarative sentence, and record yourself and hear the difference. And this brings us to the most important part of all, the I. You've listened to what you've spoken. You have this script. Think for yourself. What did I want to communicate in that? How did I want the other person to feel? Did I want them to feel calmed, reassured? Well, the question to ask yourself is, did my voice bring that across? Or did I sound kind of frenetic and up even though I was trying to calm the other person? It's very important. Listen, I hear conversations, we all hear conversations all the time, little snippets here and there. And it's interesting to hear people talk and see what they're saying might not at all go with what they're trying to communicate. So they're trying to calm somebody down, but they're sounding very frantic. So listen to your voice. Does your intention, your intention, match up with your words themselves? If, for instance, you were trying to motivate somebody and you were excited about this upcoming trip you were going to take or this upcoming presentation you were going to make, but your voice kind of comes across very sort of monotone or without excitement or enthusiasm. I'm very excited about this presentation. Wow, you're not communicating what you want to communicate, which all of this comes down to how we speak, not just what we say, but how we speak, using these words to communicate, to have an intention, to make a difference in the way that we approach the world, the way that we speak in the world, and the way that we touch other people. The intention. So, FAR UI. Fillers, articulation, run-on sentences, upspeak, and intention. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.